Welcome back. It's Saturday, February 4th in the NBA. My three favorite picks are on the way. Let's recap yesterday, although I wish I could speed past it because it was an 0-3 day. I'm going to own it. The picks, they didn't get it done. Trae Young ends with 27 right on the hook. Pascal Siakam ends 2 points short. And Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum just don't get it done. Jaylen does his job. Jason gets the rebounds. Just Jason shoots 3 for 15, ends with 20 points as the Celtics lose outright. Either way, we're going to have bad days. That's part of sports betting. But the good thing is that we're going to have a lot more good days than bad days, hopefully. And let's get back to it. Let's go 3-0 or at least have a winning day, win back some units. Don't try to win it all back today. That's not how you win money long-term sports betting. Just stick to a unit size, which just is the normal amount you place on a bet. And I promise we'll probably have a good record the rest of the year. If you are new, my name's Austin. Welcome to the channel. If you want to go down below, happy Saturday. Hit that subscribe button, drop a like too. Comment your favorite play too. I'm curious what you guys like. And if you ever need any sportsbook sign-up bonuses or deposit matches, they're all linked down below in the description. I think Underdog and PrizePicks are going to have free squares live for the Super Bowl. Talk about that next week. Let's get into it. Let's have a winning Saturday, a winning weekend. Let's start with this first guy, Mr. Who, What, Where, When? Kawhi Leonard. I like his over 25.5 points, minus 127 on Caesars. Now, this is going to go up to 26.5. Play it there if you want to. If you want to take a same game parlay, I honestly think a same game parlay might be a tad safer for like 25 from Kawhi. Paul George has been stinking it up, but he can get 15, or you want to take Kawhi to get 4 or 6 rebounds. I think is a pretty good look. Now, let's talk about why we like Mr. Leonard, though, as he's coming off a brutal game. We would know that because we took his same game parlay with Drew Holiday and Giannis in his last game, and the man went out there, scored 17 points on 7 of 26 shooting, 26.9% from the field. Look, if you told me Kawhi Leonard shot the ball 26 times tonight, we'd be putting 2 units on it, maybe 3, because this Kawhi Leonard, we know he's one of the more efficient guys in the NBA, but the Bucks did a solid job defending him, and Kawhi still missed plenty of shots that he normally would hit. And I'm expecting a little bit of regression coming his way, because prior to that, the 3 games before that, hit the over in all 3, 27, 32, and 33 points. Now, today, Kawhi and the Clippers travel to New York to take on the Knicks in Madison Square Garden. And look, the Knicks are a tough matchup. There's no sugarcoating that. They're a tough matchup. They're going to make it tough on Kawhi, but they're also going to make it tough on every single other player on the Clippers team. So even though it's a tough matchup for Leonard, it's going to be a tough matchup for Paul George, tough matchup for all the Norm Powell, the guys around him that they rely on to scoring. And so I expect Kawhi to kind of have to carry the load on offense, especially with all those other guys having a tough time kind of taking guys off the dribble and knocking down shots. And we've seen the volume there for Kawhi. Like I said, 26 attempts last game, but 20 plus field goal attempts in 3 straight games. And when he does that this season, hit the over in 6 of 8 games with 20 or more shots. You look back at his last 25, hit the over in 17 of his last 25 with 20 or more field goal attempts. It's no surprise when you shoot the ball, probably going to score more points. And while this is a tough matchup, Kawhi has flourished. He scored 28 and 29 in his last 2 versus the Knicks. Hasn't played them in a long time because we know Kawhi's been out due to injury, but I think he steps up here. I think he attacks the hoop a little bit more, maybe gets to the foul line more, where Kawhi's a great free throw shooter as well. So I think Kawhi, we're attacking the hoop without Mitchell Robinson on the other side for the Knicks, or relying on Jericho Sims and Isaiah Hartenstein. So I think we see Kawhi Leonard maybe attack and get some more free throw attempts, but also he should knock down some shots. He just missed a lot of gimmies last game. He took some tough shots. I won't like the one at the end of the game, but he's still capable. We know Kawhi Leonard can go out there and score 30 points with ease. We'll take his over 25.5 points. You can take that at 26.5. If it's at 27.5, I'm probably passing on that. Now let's move on to another guy, a game that we really like today, the Lakers versus the Pelicans. And it's the guy that hurt us a couple nights ago, Mr. Brandon Ingram. You're due. You owe us some money. We like his over 34.5 points, rebounds, and assists, PRAs, which is currently minus 111 on Caesars as well. You can play this at 35.5, or if you just want to take his over in points, wouldn't call you crazy. If you want to take his over in rebounds plus assists, wouldn't call you crazy there either. Now, Ingram is back to playing his normal minutes. In last game, he saw 36 of them, and he had a great game. 26 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, kind of clawing them back into that game. I believe that was against the Nuggets. He had 42 PRAs in that game, and sure, we took his over a couple nights ago, and he just didn't shoot well. Shot like 5 for 17, but the volume's there, and I finally liked him finally having a good game. But he's had 17 or more field goal attempts at 4 straight. All you can ask is the guy's going to go out there and shoot the ball, and he's appeared to knock off the rust. It's a great matchup for him against the Lakers. We're seeing an over-under 235.5, and with a guy without a minutes limit, it's a close spread. Expect Ingram to be out there for 36 or so minutes, especially for a Pelicans team that has lost, I believe, 10 straight games. So this is a big-time game for him. Try to get back in the winning column when they return home after, a long road stretch. But we look at why I also like his rebounds and assists. Well, number one, he's averaging like 13 assist chances his last 2 games. So he's done a great job facilitating, but also you think about how he's going to play on defense. He's not guarding Anthony Davis, who's returning to New Orleans. He's not going to guard LeBron James, who's still chasing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And the best thing is that you're going to see a guy like Herb Jones go out there and guard LeBron, and then you're going to see probably Jonas Valanciunas or Larry Nance go out there and guard Anthony Davis. So you're probably going to see Brandon Ingram stuck on Rui Hachimura, which is great because Rui kind of just chills in the corner. So I think Brandon Ingram has a good chance for some rebounds. Maybe he goes crazy and drops a triple-double today. Didn't even look at the value, but I'd be curious what that was, and I think he has a chance. I mean, it's a high over-under. Ingram's obviously played well against the Lakers, a team that traded him away for Anthony Davis, so this is a little bit of an extra personal matchup for him. But without Zion Williamson, Ingram's going to have to step up, and he has the last 4 versus LA. He's had 43, 32, 38, and 44 PRAs, hitting the over in 3 of 4. The one game he missed, he only had 31 minutes in that game. The Lakers, I swear they are not allowed to blow out teams. They can't do it. And they don't really get blown out either. They're just a team that likes to keep it close. And I think this is a close game. So I think Ingram will be out there for his normal minutes that he's played the last game. And he should shoot well. He should shoot enough. It's a fast-paced matchup. And he's going to be needed to score the basketball. They shouldn't get a lot of production from Jonas Valanciunas, who could be in foul trouble. Larry Nance the same. And then CJ McCollum probably gets hounded by Pat Bev the whole game. Dennis Schroeder's a decent defender. I just don't think they have a great matchup for a guy like Brandon Ingram. I think he can get to his spots. Just ask him to knock down his shots. And I think he will today. Take his over 34.5 PRAs. You can play that up one more if you'd like. Now, finally, let's end with a bankroll builder, a same game parlay. And I'm actually going to stick in that same game. Like I said, I don't normally do 2 plays in one game, but the Lakers are normally an anomaly. This is a team that always keeps games close. And if they aren't going to keep it close, it's probably going to be the doing by one of these 2 guys. And we're going to talk about this guy on my shirt, Mr. Anthony Davis, the brow. I don't really get to wear a shirt much, but I like these 2 guys. LeBron James, ever heard of him? 20 points from him and 6 rebounds. And then Anthony Davis, 20 points and 8 rebounds. This is plus 119 on FanDuel. In fact, we're getting plus value on this. Yeah, sign me up. Now let's talk about for individual plays, since some people can't do these bankroll builders. I do like Anthony Davis over 36.5 points plus rebounds. Now, you can also take this on DraftKings, identical same game parlay, but you might have to do 9 rebounds for AD. That's fine with me too. Now let's talk about this, because like I said, I don't expect this game being a blowout. And let's talk about AD, who's returning to New Orleans. And if this is going to be a blowout, LeBron and AD, the duo, is going to have to do the heavy lifting. And AD back to playing his full amount of minutes. He's played 34, 37, and 35 in his last 3 games, had 27 field goal attempts in their last one. So I think the Pelicans, a team that has really struggled against opposing centers, probably going to give up at least 20 points to Anthony Davis. He can get to the free throw line. He can score 20 and a quarter if he gets really hot. I think he can certainly get that done. We know LeBron James still chasing Kareem. There's still, when is he going to hit that over? I have a feeling a lot of people are thinking it's going to be against the Bucks on primetime TV a couple days from now when Kareem's in attendance. So I think LeBron's still going to have to get that 20 points to keep him on pace. And you look at AD, he's been great in his last 25 games with 30 or more minutes, scored 20 plus in 23 of 25, and scored 8 plus or recorded 8 plus rebounds in 24 of 25. So very consistent. He should be able to get the job done in a pretty solid matchup. Now, LeBron James, we know he's as consistent as it gets in his last 25 with Anthony Davis. 20 plus points in 23 of 25 and 6 plus rebounds in 23 of 25. So he's been as good as it comes. He's been getting those rebounds, getting 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 rebounds. He's been really consistent, and these 2 have been consistent against the Pelicans. Look at the last 2 matchups. 20 points and 23 for Anthony Davis, also chipping in 16 and 12 rebounds. LeBron James, 20 and 38 points, chipping in 8 and 10 rebounds. These are 2 guys that are going to control the offensive or defensive glass and the offensive side of the ball. Both, we also have to think about LeBron James and AD are going to play a lot of minutes. Russell Westbrook, who knows how many minutes he plays with Kyrie Irving now on the trade block. Now, I'm not saying take Russell's unders, but hey, if they're going to trade Russell Westbrook, they can't afford getting him injured. So either way, I don't think Russ's impact on this game changes a ton. We should look at this Lakers duo. They're as good as it gets. Hopefully this one can hit. I know we've had 2 of these last 3 have failed, but I think this is a really good one. Great spot for these 2 teams. High over under. They're going to play their minutes. They're going to shoot a lot. They're going to have to carry this Lakers offense. So I really like both of them to get it done. 20 and 8 for Mr. Anthony Davis and 20 and 6 for Mr. LeBron James. We'll take it. Plus 119. Yeah, sign me up. Now let's move on to one lean. Then we'll get on out of here. And yesterday's lean smacked. It was Damian Lillard under 8.5 assists. It was no sweat. I think he ended with 6. Let's talk about this guy, though. Might be a sweat. Mr. Giannis Antetokounmpo under 51.5 PRAs. Now, look, I'm not making this an official play. I'm not going to count it towards my record at all. I know people aren't going to like this one. And honestly, I would take the under officially as a play if Chris Middleton was back. But he's still playing 20 minutes. And without him out there ball hogging and shooting his own, don't really love this one for him. But you look at Giannis, he's crushed the line in 4 straight. He just dropped 54 points. And what did they do with his line? They said, whatever, you dropped 54. We aren't going to move the line at all. And while Giannis has been as good as it gets, which is why I'm not fading him in this one, but I'm just putting this out there to be hesitant on just sitting back and putting the over in all your parlays, because Giannis has really struggled against the Miami Heat over the past, 20 games. They've really had his number. Bam Adebayo, a great defender against him, but it's not just Bam. It's a whole team effort. They're saying, you know what, Caleb Martin closing in, Jimmy Butler closing in, making Giannis do something else. And you saw Giannis last game against the Clippers. He just abused him. It was rude what he did to him, but they also had Ivica Zubac trying to guard him. That's never going to work. Bam Adebayo can move his feet, one of the better defenders the league has to offer, an all defensive caliber player, defensive player of the year kind of guy. I just don't know if Giannis is the right move today to go over on all of his bets. I like his under. He's really struggled against the Bucks or against this Heat team. And while I'm not going to put it, not going to track it as official, I'm just kind of putting this out there. Be a little bit skeptical of Giannis. I'm not going to put it as an official play. I won't even have any of my money on it, but I just want to put it out there. I think it's a decent one if you want to look at Giannis's under. Now, those are my 3 plays of the day. We're going with that same game parlay with LeBron and Anthony Davis. Same game, we're going to Brandon Ingram to over 34.5 PRAs. You can combine something there if you want to go even crazier. And then Kawhi Leonard over 25.5 points. You can take it up to 26.5. Probably would not take 27.5. Let's go 3-0. Let's bounce back after that yesterday ugly day 0-3. Let's get some good luck on our side. Let's have the people put the ball in the basket. Unless you're taking that Giannis under, then maybe he doesn't put it in the basket. But those are my favorite plays. Sportsbook sign-up links in the description. Appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. Have a great Saturday. See you guys back in same time, same place Sunday morning. I'll see you guys then. Peace out.